Where you at, Berto?
6ix9ine just ruined Stephen Curry in one move. Let's get right into the video, man. 6ix9ine said he might have been out here clapping Ayesha Curry's cheeks. That can't be true, bro. Y'all think this is true? There's no way. There's no way she would fumble the bag like that. 6ix9ine over multi-millionaire husband, Stephen Curry, who just signed almost $1 billion deal with Nike. Did y'all hear about that? Stephen Curry just signed for almost $1 billion with Nike. And you gon' nah, there's no way. 6ix9ine's capping.
Curry and Steph Curry is definitely polarizing, but it wasn't always like that. At first, Ayesha Curry was the kind of pick-me wife, staying at home, never wearing
Yellow with the 3 gifted.
clothes.
Thank you, bro.
Where you at, Berto?
Thank you, Yellow. I appreciate you, gang. Much love, my brother. Where you at, family?
And doing whatever she could to show Steph some respect. But ultimately, that did change. And it changed dramatically.
Good night,
we started to see Ayesha Curry go from being a big-time supporter of Steph to resenting him in real time. And statements like this were red flags.
Something that really bothers me and honestly has given me a sense of a little bit of an insecurity is the fact that, yeah, there are all these women throwing themselves, but me, the past 10 years, I don't have any of that.
Why would you want any of that? Why would you want men throwing themselves at you? This is such a terrible thing to hear your wife say, bro.
Zero, it sounds weird, but male attention.
It does sound
here you
weird.
have a
It's
woman
terrible.
complaining that she doesn't get attention from other men, but she wants it. And then Kevin Samuels had to get on her.
She married a guy that she thinks she's better than. And honestly, she's jealous of him. She's jealous because I'm sitting at home, pumped out 3 kids, and he's on TV every day. He's getting all the fame. He's getting all the red carpet treatment. He's getting all this. And only time she gets attention is attention that he deflects to her. We wouldn't know about Ayesha Curry if it wasn't for Steph.
Facts.
He tries to put her in the spotlight. He tries to put her front and center.
And that's what I was gonna say. Bro, shout out to Stephen Curry, man, because through all this bullshit, I have yet to see Stephen Curry pop out and talk bad about his wife. He still only lifts her up, bro. And that's honestly a sign of a true leader. I really don't think Stephen Curry is a sucker. I think, he has plenty of kids with this woman at this point, and he's really looking at the bigger picture. But it's just so sad to see, though, bro. I just think at some point, at what point where it's as a man, it's yo, I can't handle the disrespect no more. Yo, real quick, if you like making money, I need you to watch this part of the video. If you don't like making money, then go ahead and skip it. But that really should be none of y'all. I know you guys have been seeing me promote this new app called Free Cash. And the big talk of the town is
Is this a scam, Berto? What is this?
well, look at this guy and this guy. All people from our community that are making money through the Free Cash app. The link is in the description. Even one person from my boy Astro Dior's community made $1,000 using the Free Cash app. I know it sounds crazy, but yes, you can make free money while playing games on your phone. But let me break this down in a very clear way for you guys so you know exactly what's going on. When you sign up for Free Cash using the link in my description, once you're in, you're gonna see a list of games pop up. You download them, you play them, you beat the levels, get to the certain requirements that they tell you to hit. And once you get there, you're gonna get some credits sent to your account. Every single time you hit the requirements, you get paid real money. And they make the process so easy that you can cash out that money into your PayPal or even gift cards. And yes, it is completely free to use. Now, there are some options where you can spend a little cheese to get through the level faster, but you don't need to do that. The reason why this is even possible is because these games are trying to get new players onto their platform. So they pay free cash to pay you to get people to play the game. Now, I know I showed you a crazy example of somebody making up to $1,000, which it's possible, but realistically, it might take some time. This is just an easy way you can make an extra 10, maybe 20 bucks, just doing something that you guys probably do for free anyway. So if you're gonna be bullshitting on your phone playing games, why not get paid? So if you've been on the fence, this is your sign. Click the link in my description and try out a few games. And when you make your money, take a screenshot and send it to me, bro, because I want to see y'all make that cheese. Because if I'm winning, I want to make sure y'all winning too. I love y'all. Y'all know what to do. Link in the description, and you're gonna get a $5 bonus using my shit. Now let's get right back to the video. Where you at, family?
And guess what? If she had what it takes, she'd already be there. And that's what's not being told.
Woo! Now, Kevin always had the gift of bringing things out to the open that some of us wouldn't have thought about. And he says it very clearly. If she was really that chick, she would already be on, but she's not. And you're upset that you're not on. And then even now, as you've seen in the past with some of her interviews, she's talking about how she regrets being, a wife, a mother. She had other things that she wanted to do. And well,
it's healthy. It's healthy to, in front of a bunch of strangers in a public setting, to talk about how your husband just kind of doesn't get it and how it's much harder for you to not have been able to pursue your dreams that were literally only that, dreams. Like there was nothing in your reality that looked like you were about to be in the trajectory of becoming a C-suite executive.
Woo! Yeah, again, this is the problem with Ayesha Curry. She's acting as if she was going to be like this big time celebrity if she had not met Steph Curry. That's the issue. But
I just don't. How much bigger do you want to get, bitch? Holy shit. Like, you are Stephen Curry's wife. And she's looking at that as it's some type of like downplay. How much bigger, the greatest shooter, arguably of all time, greatest NBA shooter of all time, multiple NBA champion. You are his wife, and he holds you up, pride and joy. Gave you a cooking show, get you on this magazine, get you in collaborating with this. Nobody would be fucking with you or giving you these opportunities if you were not Stephen Curry's wife. How much bigger do you want to be? What? You have it all. Your nigga just signed. He's a billionaire. He just signed for $780 million.
Where you at, Berto?
Dollars with Nike. And he's been killing it in the NBA for years already. Stephen Curry is a billionaire, bruh. What more do you want? With a B.
hindsight is 2020, so it's easy to say that you would have done X, Y, and Z simply because you are
Holy
rich.
Shit.
But really, if I wouldn't have went to Grant High School, I would have became the #1 point guard in the city of Sacramento.
Stop the cap.
But again, these things with Ayesha Curry kept coming about, and almost, it seems like almost every few months she goes on to some podcasts and she's really disrespecting Steph Curry. And to Steph Curry's point, he's nothing like Ayesha Curry. He's very respectful. He never talks about her in a devastating way or in a pejorative way, despite the fact that she does this. And this is what has caused so many women to question her.
But at this point, you're embarrassing him, because it's like every interview you want to let it be known you're not happy. Yeah. Then let somebody else marry him. Let somebody else live the lavish lifestyle.
Shit, facts. Look at Shorty. She's like, I'll take your spot right away, bitch. I'm right here. See, I'm light skinned. I could do it. I could do it too. Sign me up. I want all parts of that. Hey, she's like, sign me up.
Somebody else make him happy. What you thought was gonna happen marrying a basketball player? You thought he was gonna be home every single day? No, bro. That's what comes with the game. I would be meal prepping for that man, doing everything he gotta do. You on?
Yes. Hey, bro, she putting her resume out there. Come pick me up. I'll meal prep. I cook, clean. Motherfucker, I do handstands in this bitch if you want me to.
Interviews talking about how, in other words, you're miserable. You act like you want to go cheat.
Now, this lady is interesting because she's saying something that a lot of ladies think. Why don't you just leave the guy, let somebody else marry him, and take care of him? I mean, that's just what you should do, because every time you're talking about this guy, you are insinuating the worst. And it also seems like you're a lady who wants to cheat. Now, again, guys, people have been speculating this for a long time on the internet. Like, Ayesha Curry is, showing her body off. She's losing all this weight. She's hanging out by herself in Toronto. Like, clearly this lady feels that she's lost out. So she wants to experience certain things. And I believe that because she has a husband like Steph Curry, let's say, for example, that she was to cheat, she's probably betting on the fact that, okay, well, he's not going to leave me if I do cheat.
Nigga, if you cheat and he knows it, he is definitely leaving your ass.
It doesn't matter. Woo! But again, the signs are there. If a woman is talking about this sort of stuff kind of out in the open, and especially if you are a high value man, you are a man that makes a lot of money. And again, Kevin Samuels was saying the same thing deeper into that video. She doesn't respect the position that Steph Curry has. While we are so enamored by the fact that he's the greatest shooter of this generation, he's an excellent basketball player, she doesn't look at him in the same vein, and that's the issue. But he looks at her as if she's the best thing since white rice. And so now these rumors have continued to, kind of fester about, both of them, her willingness to stay in the marriage, speculating when the marriage is going to end because most people think it will end soon, and all of that. But nobody ever had any confirmation of infidelity happening until...
Who is the biggest name girl you've ever fucked?
If I lie, do I get sued for defamation?
Who's the most famous girl you ever fucked?
Yes,
Ayesha Curry.
Wow.
So Tekashi 6ix9ine goes to Neo's stream and Neo asks him,
6ix9ine is a truth teller, man. He got up on that stand and told the truth. Are we believing this, chat?
who is the biggest star that you've ever clapped cheeks with? And he says, well, am I gonna get sued? And he then goes out to say it's Ayesha Curry. Now, I don't know if this is true, and it may not be true, but here is what I know, and this is for sure, that Tekashi 6ix9ine, on almost every female that he has dealt with, has some level of receipts that he can prove to say that he did this. And he typically shows somebody like DJ Academics. He typically shows, people in the industry, or he could be trolling. But let's say that he's not trolling and this rumor gets out there, people believe it. Well, then why would they believe this sort of rumor? They would believe this sort of rumor because simply of how she behaves. It's believable. And so this is what I kind of want to tell to women out there, that you are in a relationship with a guy and you can be faithful to the guy. But if you're the person that has an attitude like Ayesha Curry has, and it's bad and it's terrible, and you're humiliating your man in the public, it is so easy for somebody to go out and say, you know what?
He might have been with her a long time ago before she met Stephen Curry. Potentially, maybe that's what happened. I guess that's not impossible.
You as a lady are exhibiting all these qualities. So yes, it's true. You are doing this to Steph. Now you can come out and get in front of
Nigga said, Kai live, we out fam. That's crazy.
it and say it's not true. But people would like to believe this.
Adios,
because
nigga.
typically Tekashi 6ix9ine, from what I know, doesn't really lie on himself. But you've put it out there by how you acted. And so now everybody can go and say, oh, she's cheating on her husband. And he can get mad about it and like, yo, my wife isn't cheating on me. Stop the show, although he wouldn't know. Woo! But if you didn't want people to even believe that, then why do you act the way you do? All that you had to do was act like a lady and be respectful to your husband.
And just be happy, bro. Appreciate the wonderful life you are living.
And to not drag or dog him. And then if somebody were to say this, you slept with a Steph Curry's wife, hey, we would easily be able to shoot that down. Like, what? Like, no, there's no way that she did that he's lying.
Facts.
And let me tell you this, he wouldn't even try it either, because people just wouldn't believe him, and he know it wouldn't be true. And let's say, for example,
the biggest thing is like the fact that let's just give her the benefit of the doubt, even though she doesn't deserve it, that this is false. The problem is that we think it could be true. And it's because of how little respect you have shown for your husband up until this point.
it was true, he'd had to show undeniable evidence. Now, in this case, we're most likely not.
Shit like this gives me more ammo to just live for myself and nobody. I mean, I hear you, bro, but I'm always gonna tell y'all, never do anything out of fear, bro. To live a life led by fear is to not live at all, bro. Honestly. So you can't live in fear. I'll tell y'all this, man. Just like y'all, sometimes I've even said things like, man, I don't know if I'll get married. I don't know if I believe in marriage. And to this day, I still don't really know. I'm 29. I'm not looking to force nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm a single man right now. but I know I want kids. I know I want to, not even I want to, I will 100% be in my kid's life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to be an amazing dad. And it's like, so at some point, I'm going to trust somebody and move forward with them. You dig? And I'm not going to let nothing deter me from that. So, and whatever bullshit comes with it, whatever, if me and, mama don't work out, then it's, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That won't be the end of my world. People have gotten divorced before and have still continued to live good lives. So don't do nothing out of fear. Just, you know what I'm saying? Keep pushing forward.
And to get undeniable evidence, and he could get sued if it's false. But the reality is that she's been acting like this the whole entire time. And so people are going to have a right to go and run with this particular story, although I can't verify the validity of it. Now, if it is true, this is where it's going to be crazy. You see, people tend to like opposites of what they already have. Let's look at Ayesha Curry, for example. If this were true, fundamentally, it would prove something. That she wants the provider guy, who is Steph Curry. He's safe. He's an NBA All-Star. He's a man that's a Christian, all of this stuff. A man that checks all the boxes, pays the bills, but a man that you may not find exciting, a man that you feel is holding you back. He's giving you a good soft life, but
holding you back, how?
Obviously, there's something that you could do in the streets.
Jesus.
So you're missing that part of the streets. Okay? Now, if that woman goes out and gets a dude that's completely different from the man that you are, if she's having a sex relationship with him, then it makes sense. It makes a whole lot of sense why she would mess with a guy like Tekashi 6ix9ine, because Tekashi 6ix9ine is all about vibes. He's completely different than Steph. He probably is exciting to her. And yes, that's what she needed to, get her, what wet and all of that stuff.
Got him!
And ultimately, the rumor is out there. And again, it could be fake. But when you're Ayesha Curry and you've been making all of these problems for yourself and for your husband, then yeah, people are likely going to believe it. And the reason why they're going to believe it, it's your fault.
Word, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Like I said, my gut tells me it's not true, but I think what O'Shea Duke Jackson said in this video makes a lot of sense. So I'm curious to hear y'all feedback. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Where you at, family? You already know what it is.
Where you at, Berto?
I made this shit look too easy.